there's only one place to start: the Emirates.
No, there's one place to start. May the 28th, 2023 at Crystal Palace Park, the Arsenal Bottle of the League barbecue. Be there.
Yeah, come and join us.
Come and join us,
Yeah,
fam.
all the United fans come down. All the
You won't
London,
have to travel far.
yeah.
Come celebrate it.
Yeah, come celebrate, man. Come celebrate your fourth position in the league. All right.
No, we'll celebrate Arsenal Bottle in the league, bro.
Yeah,
So we're
celebrate Champions League,
celebrating.
celebrate Champions League football too, bro.
Yeah, man. Same as you.
Yeah, man.
You might as
Same
well
as
come
us.
down.
Yeah, it's a celebration, right? We all got the same thing, right?
Well, we actually got a trophy, but that's neither here nor there. But
Yeah, man.
This is the
Don't
most I've
sigh.
ever heard any team sing about the Carabao Cup.
Hey, listen.
Carabao Cup.
A trophy is a trophy is a trophy, is it?
hey, like Denzel said, I'm leaving here with something, man.
All right,
Something.
all right, cool.
Nah, you're saying, all right, cool. What did you not leave with? You got 8 points, 8 points ahead. 7, 8 games to go. And then you somehow crumbled.
But yeah, man. Arsenal Lyon Brighton 3. It looks like Arsenal's title hopes are all but over. Great performance from Brighton. Yeah, they put on a performance, and like you were saying, Outcast, that's not even their best performance of the season, and they still managed to come out on top 3-0 against Arsenal, which says a lot. Yeah, great performance. Estupian.
Sorry, why do you say it's not their best performance this season? It should surely going away to the Arsenal would be to be doing that to Arsenal. Wouldn't that be their best performance?
This wasn't the best performance. We saw the way they moved against Chelsea, for example. That was a dismantling job. The scoreline didn't look like it, but that was actually football. They played Chelsea off the park, off the planet.
But
This one was a
my argument to you would be then how many teams don't play Chelsea off the park?
not like Brighton did to Chelsea that day. That was just pure. It was men versus boys. It was just dismantling. It was just pure football on display. This was a very, very great. It was in the grand scheme of things. It was a better win against Arsenal, but the
Yeah,
football that they played against Chelsea was crazy.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, yeah, what they bring the centre backs narrow, the centre mids narrow, so they're quite near each other. So they create a box. When they create that box, in order to go to them man for man like we do with other teams, you're gonna leave space. So if you go man for man potentially with them, you're gonna leave space for a fullback to get free, or you're gonna leave 1v1 the fullbacks, and if they can't go short within that box, they go long with 1v1. So it's almost unstoppable what they do, and yeah, you can see why after today, I'm actually surprised they're not high in the league from the football they played and the confidence they played with, and actually the players they had. And you couldn't tell who the home team was, and it's actually somewhat surprising that they're not even high in the league.
well, you got to remember. Wait, did they start with De Zerbi?
No, they had Potter.
No,
Potter is not as good as
Yeah,
Deserby,
that's
and
the
it's a
thing.
fact. And it's night and day. It's night and day.
Yeah, we were praising Potter for his tactical setup, but there's levels to the game,
It's different because they went from a five at the back team to a four at the back team, which is hard to do, and they did it successfully.
and they're still managing to keep the ball the same, maybe
Hmm.
even better,
Yeah, yeah.
scoring more goals. Yeah,
Hmm.
he.
Next season they could be top four. They legit could be top four, but they got Europe now, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see how they recruit summertime to see if the recruitment stays the same or if it changes slightly under De Zerbi. Because under Potter they had that recruitment on point.
Well, they really signed James Milner. You know, they signed they're gonna sign Mohamed Dahoud from Dortmund too, and they got João Pedro from Watford already. So got three signings already. So we'll see how that goes for them.
The James Milner sign, I didn't see why they doing that. Don't make sense to me, but
I think well they got Europe next year, so they need the extra body for
Yeah,
midfield. And James, whatever everyone says about James Miller, he's not a title level player, but he's a squad player that can be used.
I think he adds value outside of the pitch,
Yeah,
the dressing room, experienced voice in the dressing room that can hold players to a standard because he's been there.
mm, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, João Pedro, he's making noise in the championship. Yeah, we'll see how it pans out. And then Daoud from Dortmund, I'm not too familiar with him, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a decent centre mid. I say he's similar to McAllister, but he's not as good as McAllister, but he's similar to McAllister.
McAllister's a bit overrated, man.
Nah, McAllister's good.
He's good, but he's had media hype, man. I don't think he's as good as people trying to go on like.
He's so good.
I think he's overrated, man.
I agree. Okay, I think he's overrated. He had a good game. Like the way
McAllister gets United, he was running the game. He
wasn't.
No, McAllister's good. McAllister can start for anybody in the league.
No, anybody. He's not starting for City.
I think he could. If he had to start McAllister, he'd be fine. I'm not saying he's better than any of them guys. I'm just saying if he start for City, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he had a good game today, but yeah, I think he's overrated as well. Estupiñán, he had a good game as well. His energy levels up and down the pitch for the whole 90 minutes is crazy.
He's a physical monster.
Yeah, defensively he was getting cooked by Saka though.
Yeah,
Saka, especially on the one-on-ones. Saka was cooking him. Who else?
Moses Caicedo.
Caicedo, you say right back, slotted in.
He's DM's right back.
If a centre mid can play on as a fullback, that's how you know they're really good. That means they've got the physical capabilities and the technical capabilities to play anywhere, really.
Yeah, he's top player. Ferguson, he looked a threat as well.
Ferguson I was sending the group chat. Brighton are a big physical team. They got Dunk. Did Webster play today?
No, they played Cole.
Yeah, Cole's big player. Ferguson's a big player. Obviously, when they brought Danny Welbeck, they just got big players. They got Caicedo, Estupiñán as well.
Pascal Groves.
Yeah, they got all good physical players. They can cover ground and they were technically really good. So, yeah, Brighton are tough out, man.
Let's not forget what our Japanese Don was doing to White, bro. Breaking Bad, cooking White on live TV.
This is it.
Pure chemistry.
Matoma's a funny player. Matoma can do all the tricks, all the feints, but it's not always got M. If he had even 10% more end product, he'd be a world beater. Oh, because he's good, yeah, but like he's not. I don't think he's better than Martinelli. I don't think he is.
No,
he's not. He's not better than. He's not even in the same class as Rashford or Martinelli or
as who?
Matoma's not better than Rashford. Have some respect. Have some
respect. Bro,
have some respect.
This man, stop this. Rashidi is not good. He's just a stat merchant. I'll take
stats wise, 30 goals in the league in the season. I mean, Matoma will never score past 15 in a season.
But Rashidi's not as good as the stats are higher than his footballing abilities.
So he's not that good. Matoma or Rashford?
Matoma, because Rashidi will next season will give you 4. I'm taking Matoma. If I've got a striker, I'm taking Matoma. If I've got a striker that I need to feed, because our wingers at United, we got wingers that don't want to cross or assist.
It's true. It's personnel. It depends on the other members of your team. Like they both have what each other lack. Like Rashford, he can't contribute unless he scores. Mitoma cannot score, and he can have a great game. But Mitoma, on the other hand, he's not a shooter like Rashford. If Mitoma had Rashford's shooting ability, he'd probably be world class.
He'd probably be Vinicius. That's Vinicius Junior, basically.
Basically,
Vinicius Junior. Yeah, that's basically, yeah. But for me, I like if you're going to be in that position, you're going to get that to the byline and beat your man that many times. I need some output from you, and I would rather take a player who's probably less technical, worse on the eye with better stats.
That makes sense. That makes sense
for me.
Better stats. I would, if I got a winger that gave me 15 goals and 15 assists, I'd take that over a 30-goal Rashidi because to me, the striker is not eaten because Rashidi's by far and away our top scorer. Our striker has got 7 goals this season. I can't have that. I can't have it. You're a winger. You're supposed to be providing. You don't provide nothing. If you don't score, you don't do nothing in the game. You just go missing. You don't do anything. I'm taking Matoma every single day.
All right. Boy. Yeah, but Brighton are top side, man. Congrats to Brighton. They played really well today. Arsenal, on the other hand, I will say in the first half we had opportunities to score. We just didn't take opportunity. Second half, for the first 10 minutes we tried, but then I feel like after that we just gave up because we didn't really see a way through. We weren't taking our chances. They were popping it through us. I feel like we just got disheartened, and yeah,
Poor
it is what it
finishing.
is.
Yeah,
It
it was
is
a
what it is,
weird
man.
one, man, because like the start of the games, Arsenal usually start quick, but because there was like the injuries, like
Mm.
Martinelli was injured, even
Hella stops in
Odegaard,
the game. Yeah,
yeah, those early stoppages, it kind of messed up the rhythm of the game.
yeah.
So Arsenal couldn't really put pressure on them from the start, and then yeah, Brighton were able to be comfortable.
Yeah, towards the end of the first half, we had a lot of opportunities, a lot of the ball. Then, yeah, half time came probably at the worst time for us. But yeah, we should have. We should have got a goal. We should have got a goal in
Yeah,
the first half. Like this,
I
I think
think
been a major issue across the season that we don't have killers up top. We have like, I feel like our play has to be pretty for us to score. We create opportunities, we create openings, but if we had better finishers or better ball strikers, we would have won more games.
it's
I would say.
true. Like also, they've scored a lot of like the Reece Nelson goal. Odegaard's got a couple from outside the box, but yeah, in terms of those scrappy, ugly goals, not much.
Like Jesus, he's a good player. He helps us a lot, but he doesn't get tap-ins. A sign of a good striker is a striker who can get tap-ins.
Yeah,
They don't have to score amazing goals to score the time of being in the game. But yeah, finding that balance of being in the game, creating play for others, being an option on the ball, but then also having the capability to finish, those players are few and far between.
Jesus, is he a bit too small for a centre forward in the Premier League? It feels like he gets lost in between centre
Yeah,
backs.
Dunk slightly ate him today. He slightly ate him alive today. But Jesus fights like he scraps for every ball. Like last week, Jesus played well because he occupied the centre backs. I feel like there's an opportunity there if we get the right profile. But
He scraps and fights, but sometimes he looks like he's a bit too small for the position.
I
Like
hear what
he's
you're
like trying
saying.
to stretch and reach out for the ball,
I hear what you're
and
saying.
it just looks, yeah, it looks like the centre backs are just overruling him, like they're eating him. And today, don't look like he was in prison apart from that little bit where he stepped out and did a little shuffle, and then the defender cleared him out
I'll be
and put him
honest.
back in lock.
The perfect size for a striker is like the Harry Kane, Ferguson, Ivan Toney size. That way you're like 5'11" to like 6'1", where you're mobile enough, but you can post up well as well.
yeah,
That's the perfect size for a striker. Yeah, we're kind of small up top. Hopefully, maybe we'll see what happens going forward.
yeah. It's true. It's true. Yeah, you kind of small at top. One more thing with Arsenal and the game, the starting lineup. I don't think Jorginho should have started. I think Partey should have started
Uh,
because
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're going to press, Brighton, they're the team that you need to press. You need to make them make mistakes, and to do that with Jorginho, it's best if Partey was in that starting line. He's has more of ability to press than Jorginho.
But then you can
And
give Mikel some
go on.
grace in terms of Partey's performances recently. The last like 6-7 games, he's been abysmal. So do you start Partey and then risk another shocker? Because when he came on, he wasn't good.
By that time, the game was
It was 1-0. He came on and they conceded two more. So the game wasn't done. He came on and didn't do anything else. He didn't offer anything going forward or defensively for Arsenal. I remember one time he got the ball, he got weights off the ball and he was acting like he got punched in the eye. There's
yeah.
something with him.
I I don't think Partey is the type of player you bring on to make an impact. In my
Especially
opinion.
not attacking wise anyway.
Yeah,
He's a DM. Like everybody ahead of him should be doing something. But the thing with Arteta, what as an Arsenal fan, what you notice is once he finds a 11 that wins, he's not going to change it unless something dramatic happens. And that's probably one of the reasons why all our players look tired now. Because once he finds an 11 that wins, it's gonna be hard pressed to deviate from that. He's not going to bring on anybody else. He's not going to rotate. Whereas not Potter, Pep, that maniac is going to rotate for no reason. Like Jorginho would have been dropped today, but then it's Pep in it. But what we do is once we find our 11, we're not going to deviate from that. And it could be a flaw for Arteta. In fact, it is a flaw. I think it's came back to bite us in the back the last 2 seasons to the end of the season where our players look tired. So this summer, if we spend correctly, I don't want to hear that excuse at the end of next season because he should be rotating from next season.
But I don't hear it this season either because your players for a while now have been playing 1 game a week. Others have been playing twice a week. Why are you guys always looking tired towards the end of the season? Last season, he was playing 1 game a week towards the end of the season.
Which team plays twice a week? Up until May. Up until May.
United are playing twice.
Till May, bro.
Till May, United, City.
Wait, what game was in May that you played midweek?
But was playing, man. Up until May was playing, and then we lost to Sevilla because of that Bozo De Gea. And then we had FA Cup versus Brighton.
Yeah, my thing is we've seen the blueprint in Pep. He has a smaller squad, but it rotates a lot more, and they play 3 competitions up until this point. So
yeah,
and our players are just they're not built for playing that many. Like Saka has probably missed 1 game in the last 2 seasons. So and he's not built to play that many games. Odegaard too. We could have played Smith Rowe today. Smith Rowe hasn't been playing.
He came on.
Yeah, but his last time he played was the City game, and before that, the Bournemouth game. He's only come on 3 times the last 4 or 5 months. And Reece Nelson should have got more games. He every time he comes on, he looks bright. But again, I can't kill Arteta for not changing the team when we're winning games. We're punching above our weight in this title race. How do you justify changing it? With potentially changing it would equal to dropping points. So I don't know.
No. But one more thing on Arsenal. How do you assess this season? Now it's looking like the title race is over. Arsenal have no trophies. They're going to finish second, their best finish in a while. So how do you assess this season? Is it a successful season considering where you were in the title race?
Yeah, I'll assess it like when Liverpool used to come second in the league. I assess it the same way. It can't be a bad season, especially when we didn't have this expectation. It can't be a bad season when you have the youngest team in the league and the youngest manager. It can't be a bad season. And yeah, it definitely cannot be a bad season if we've seen a blueprint of our team potentially challenging for the league, and we know, and it's so clear the upgrade opportunities we have in the first 11 and the squad. It's so clear. It's not like we're in the middle of the pack where we've got bad contracts and we've got to keep these players just because we just spent money on them. It's so clear that we got to sell these set of players and we need to upgrade these positions. So I think it's been a great season. It's been our best season for a while. So yeah, I haven't got a bad word to say.
If United win the FA Cup and finish top 4, they've had a better season than Arsenal.
You can say that. You can feel that way, but I've seen our team win many FA Cups, and we've had poor Premier League seasons. So I don't want to see that again. I'd rather see us go toe-to-toe with City and have, at one point, we're on a 100-point pace for the league. And that's at one point. And those things are valuable to carry into next season because we've seen the blueprint. We just know where we need to fix up now. Whereas I feel like United, I don't think there's a blueprint for them to challenge. I haven't seen anything in the last 7-8 months for them challenging for the league. And ultimately, that's their priority. Premier League is a priority for United. They haven't won it in 10
years. There's a blueprint for us to challenge because
for the last 8-9 months, the players you depend on, I just haven't seen the blueprint for you to challenge for the league. You've had, look at your goal difference for one. How many games you won by one goal? And that's during the time when Rashford had to play out of his mind, and now he hasn't done that. Your Casemiro has got a 5-year deal. He's 31. Anthony's 80 million on the right wing. You haven't got a striker. You got a right back. Right backs you don't want. I don't want to call you guys like this, but I'm just saying. I'd rather have what we did this season. I know where we need to upgrade. We need to upgrade Xhaka. We need to upgrade Partey. We need to upgrade more options in attack. And I feel that's it, really. One more centre back.